Good evening, Utopians. It is I, once again, Geiger here with an episode of FTB Beyond. Now, I have taken a huge break from real recording for quite a while due to an unfortunate consequence of me and my recording friend kind of going our separate ways, kind of have just difference of opinion. But I'm finally got some time that I can start recording again, and I'm going to go ahead and try out this new pack called FTB Beyond. It is a 1.10.2 pack, and it's running great. Got a lot of cool new mods, and also some new versions of mods that have currently been out. Looks like we've been put pretty close to the ocean, so maybe as a fun thing, we can go ahead and build a underwater base. I haven't done one of those in forever, because if you check, not only do we have, that's not how you spell that. We have the shield block from RF Tools, which isn't that expensive to make in this mod pack. But we also have, from quite a while ago, MFFR, which I haven't played since before 1.6.4. So that ought to be real fun. And also is the return of Thermal Expansion, which is a mod that we've all played for quite a while. But unfortunately I'm not going to be able to make the water base immediately, because I want to have power behind it, a powered shield. So let's make a tiny base just somewhere close by, and until we can get started. So, maybe like one of these little islands. Oh, actually, I just had an idea. It would be great is to do like a Rapture and a Columbia. Would be kind of cool, like BioShock. Just to have the underwater base and then have something in the sky. Let me see. Period is the map button. Don't see any sky islands, but we do have extra utilities too, which has the angel blocks, so we can use that. Also, which is another fun mod, is Agricraft is back. So we can go ahead and get the most bang for our buck. Well, let's look on the map again. Would be a good place. Oh wait, right there's a sky island. Perfect. Okay, so maybe on this sand barge right here, we could go ahead and do a like the lighthouse. The one that kind of connects both Rapture and Columbia. So let's go check that out. It's kind of barren, but at least it is near things. I should go ahead and get some materials, as it shouldn't be... Oh, yep, the Sky Island. It's not that too far from past afternoon, so it's going to start getting dark. We should at least, if we can, get the materials for a bed and at least some basic shelter. So let's hurry and get that done. I'm here just kind of gabbing away as the sun goes away. So, let's see. So yeah, looks like that would be a good spot to go right there. Let's get some basic wood. So I hope you're all doing great. Excited about recording again. I've got a number of things that I'll be doing. Would like to try to get one episode a day, at least, but that's probably not really going to happen. So let's shoot for... Actually, let me see here. It's a little close to the... Yeah, it's a little close to the mainland, but I kind of like this island better. It's kind of already got wood, and it's got a nice kind of distance from the rest of the land. I believe immersive engineering is in this pack as well, so we could even do skyhooks. So we can make it pretty well, not really realistic, but pretty close to what it looks like. And yeah, right there's the deep ocean. So yeah, actually I like this better. I'm actually going to go ahead and build my lighthouse of connectivity right here. But yeah, going to try to do a number of different games for recording. Going to do Space Engineers, of course. Going to do probably a lot of Steam games. So Space Engineers, Minecraft, and Steam games are probably going to be kind of my forte. I have to go old school here and just make a wooden pickaxe just so we can get something. But let's see here real quick before it gets too much later. Let's have a quick run through and see if we can get anything to grow and hopefully a sheep or 3 so we can get a bed. If we could just skip the night. Oh, actually, maybe if we get enough of this flax, which of course makes string, we can just, oh, uh-oh. Ah, no, leave me alone. I'm too young. Ah. Oh, I have no food. I need food. Oh, ouch, you're dying. You're still killing me. That's not nice. Okay, let's see, coffee seeds? Can I eat those? No, you can't. Oh, coffee beans. Oh, I can't eat those, okay. And it looks like Spice of Life is not in this pack. Oh, there's a sheep. So, oh, and a cow. Okay, so I'm thinking because of something that was added to this, aquaculture, I am actually going to go for even a little more difficult of a playthrough. I am not going to eat any cow, sheep, or pig meat. So I'm just going to... Actually, no, let's keep that, because I think that can be turned into leather. But I'm going to mostly consist on soy and fish. If it's just too crazy difficult, I might go do chicken, because I do love chicken in real life. Let's go ahead and get an extra sheep. Wool is kind of a hard-to-get material. Well, early game at least. But, okay, so, yeah, I've got some big plans of stuff I want to do. A little bit of sun left. Let's go ahead and see if we can get some mushrooms. I don't remember if you have to use a particular... I'm not getting it diddly, so do I have to use a tool? That would help. I'm just not getting it. Oh, there was something. And the drop rate on this is just horrible. I've gotten almost half of it gone, and maybe it is the tool. I'm seeing stuff now, but I'm really just looking to get a few pieces of stone, and then I can never touch a wooden tool again. Yeah, let's just dig down real quick. I want just enough for at least a pickaxe, axe, and a furnace. Should do pretty great. So that's 6 and 8 is 14. Well, actually, wait, is it 6 and 8? 6, 12. Yeah, 14. Okay. Making sure that my horrible math skills weren't failing me once again. Can I get copper with it? No, I can't. Okay. We'll come back for that. Copper's a useful resource. But yeah, a lot of new mods, or at least new to me. A lot of updates that I haven't really played around with. I mean, I kind of got bored of Blood Magic, for example, just because I'd done it for forever. And so I haven't really messed with it for a while. And they've went ahead and added just a ton of new content that we're going to go ahead and check out. Oh, it's getting dark. Let's hurry back to our little lantern, or not lantern, our... Oh, my brain's just really farting today. Try not to say as much, too. If you see me saying in the video, go ahead and let me know. Feel free to comment really on anything, because I'd like to try to make this a regular thing, and if I have people that are actually interested and kind of just really showing that they care that I'm doing this, I'll definitely feel more kind of needed, like I need to make these videos for you guys, you know, because you enjoy them. So let's go ahead and have a quick nap, just so we can keep the mobs down a little bit. Let's see. Okay, so we've got some basic resources. Let's go ahead and make that cobblestone pickaxe, and then let's go ahead and make our axe. Just some basic tools until we get something better. And even though it would drive some people crazy, I'm just going to chunk away that pickaxe because I do not want it. Now, let's see here. What do we want to make this lighthouse out of? Oh, there I go again. Don't say that. Stop it. Marble is one option. That's going to take some difficulty to get it, of course, because as you can see, it's not going to be usually in the biggest of patches. We should also go ahead and do a... Well, let's clear off everything to water level. That would actually help kind of get us a good start. So let's go ahead and do this. It's not like stone's crazy hard to get right now. I can go ahead and make my furnace, so that's done. Okay. But something interesting is I actually had my account stolen, or something. It just became inaccessible, which was annoying, but I went ahead and just bought another one, as that is something you can do. Yeah, I'm going to do that. We've got our axe. We can start taking down these trees, but I'm going to try to do at least 1 or 2 videos a week. I know that isn't a lot, but once I get comfortable with that, I'll see about ramping up to something more. And food-wise, early power is something that I've been thinking about. The actual add-ons is a mod that I've only kind of brushed through on other playthroughs. It's got a lot of cool features. Oh, lost a sapling. But, yeah, one of the things they have is the canola. Canola plant is something that you can just find in the wild, and once you squeeze out the oil, you can burn it. Now, I usually go for the most efficient form of power, be it somewhat cheaty in that you're kind of doing an exploit, or just you found a nice combination of the mods. I might just go ahead and see what's interesting to do, because I've never done that, so that'll be fun. Although I think I will have to play with the thermal expansion machines if they've changed a bit of how they work now. I haven't watched really any videos on it. Oh, they've got some clay right here. This is a good find. But yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of comments this video on that. But we could do we're gonna do the glass at the top, so we're gonna make it look kind of like a traditional lighthouse. The big thing is that we are going to connect it, like I said, to Rapture at the bottom, and, well, I don't know if I can say Rapture. It's not really like the word is copyrighted, so of course I can say the word, but we kind of want to do our own thing. It's our inspired sea city, I guess you could say. Okay, so the thing that I'm going to try and do, like I said, is go with a mostly protein-heavy fish diet. We'll try to get maybe some eggs in there. Eggs and chicken. I mean, I eat so much eggs and chicken in real life, so something that I would find very hard to do going like vegetarian. I couldn't give up chicken. I mean, Yeah, I know that they're not. They got some problems behind that, but saw the new Lego Batman movie. It was pretty good. Had had some nice scenes. I forget the actor's name that plays Batman. I think he was on one of the popular TV shows of not too long ago. But let's go ahead and take a quick break, and I wanted to show you my new skin. I went ahead and made this slightly basing off another skin, but made it my own, as you can see. My tail there, get my ears, some googles, but yeah, it's looking pretty good, I think. We almost got this flattened out. Just got a few more of the sand blocks. But I'm thinking the outside we might want to go with something that's somewhat easily available, maybe like a stone on the outside. Stone bricks. That's kind of doable. I mean, let's see. Okay, let's get us a quick chest just to store all the junk we got on us. Ah, good shift click does work. That's nice. So we've got rice, and I believe, let's see, let's go ahead and make ourselves a fishing rod. So there we go. And I believe if we craft it again, we get an aquaculture fishing rod, which I really don't know what it does. I think it just gives you potentially more more drops. But let's go ahead and give that a... Oh, wow. So it's pretty much, as soon as you hear that sound, right-click again, and you'll fish. And I got an apple from the sea. That's kind of suspicious. Sea apple. Oh, I got a treasure chest, or a lockbox. Let's see what this is. Oh, wow. I didn't know you could get nether quartz that way. That actually, something I wanted to say is that actual add-ons is locked behind the nether currently, meaning most of the early game stuff isn't doable, simply by the fact that you have to. They may have to turn down the time a little bit. I mean, this is a little bit almost too easy. Let's see, swordfish. So it weighs 1,100 pounds. Wow! I get 7 raw fish fillets. So now you could, as you can see, just cook it and eat it, and that'll give you some undetermined amount of hunger. Or, I believe, yep, there it is. You can turn it into a raw fish. So each one of these is basically one raw fish. I don't know how the weight ratio works right now, but you get an amount of fish fillets depending on how heavy they are. Like here's an 11-pound one, only gives me 3, so I don't know the exact numbers. What's this? A message in a bottle. That was an okay song. It gave me coordinates. We'll have to, I'll write those down on a notepad so we can figure out where exactly that goes, but interesting. But as you can see, I mean, it's really easy to get stuff from aquaculture. So I could definitely see this being used like in a sky island or something, or a sea. Yeah, like a big sea survival. Using that as the way to get items, you could just like they do in the new version of the Hilo, where they have different items gotten through the meshes. You just do, because there are many different rods. But yeah, I mean, really, unless you have no water source, I see it as being very hard to starve, since they have... Oh, I need to wait for the sound. Come on. I'll just do this one, and then we'll continue doing other things. Yeah, okay, well, whatever. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, I've already gotten 16 fish fillets. Now, what I was thinking is going kind of Asian or Japanese feel and going with like sushi. you can just find aquaculture seaweed, but you can't grow that. You have to fish it, which isn't very common. But you can do PAMs and then either of the other types of rice, and then you could get. See, it's a large meal. It's a lot of saturation, but not very many pork chops filled. If we can get some bread and some mayo, we can make some fish sandwiches. Those are pretty good. But yeah, I'm thinking that maybe if we can get, if there's an auto fisher, we could run on fish pretty much. There is a fishing net, but you really can't pump out of that. Might have to see. There's no MFR in this yet, though it has been turned into it's been put on the new version. So looks like we're getting pretty close to wrapping up at this point. So let's go ahead and get a few things done, and then we'll wrap it up. Almost got all this wood, but in the next episode, I want to start a mine. We'll get kind of the vague area that we want the lighthouse to be in. We're still within distance of that skyline over there. We want to get up there because if you look like that, you can see there's slime trees on top, which means no fall damage and a great way to travel around the area, as well as just resources and a place to build. That'll save me from having to build angel blocks they're really kind of cheap, but it's already there, so you might as well utilize it. But we'll also want to figure out a place to put our underwater base. We'll have to figure that out somewhere over there. It looks like it gets pretty deep, and we will once we get. And I'm going to have to wrap up there, folks. Thanks for watching. Liked if you liked. If you really liked, go ahead and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye!